Brought to you by Penguin.
Daddy by Emma Cline. Read for you by Natasha Soudek. What can you do with a general? Linda was inside, on her phone. To who, this early? From the hot tub, John watched her pace in her robe and an old swimsuit in a faded tropical print that probably belonged to one of the girls. It was nice to drift a little in the water, to glide to the other side of the tub, holding his coffee above the waterline, the jets churning away. The fig tree was bare, had been for a month now, but the persimmon trees were full. The kids should bake cookies when they get here, he thought. Persimmon cookies. Wasn't that what Linda used to make when the kids were little? Or what else? Jam, maybe? All this fruit going to waste. It was disgusting. He'd get the yard guy to pick a few crates of persimmons before the kids came, so that all they'd have to do was bake them. Linda would know where to find the recipe. The screen door banged. Linda folded her robe, climbed into the hot tub. Sasha's flight's delayed. Till? Probably won't land until 4 or 5. Holiday traffic would be a nightmare then. Coming back from the airport. An hour there, then 2 hours back, if not more. Sasha didn't have her license, couldn't rent a car, not that she would think to offer. And she said Andrew's not coming, Linda said, making a face. Linda was convinced that Sasha's boyfriend was married, though she'd never brought it up with Sasha. Linda fished a leaf out of the water and flicked it into the yard, then settled in with a book she'd brought. Linda read a lot. She read books about angels and saints and rich white women from the past with eccentric habits. She read books by the mothers of school shooters and books by healers who said that cancer was really a self-love problem. Now it was a memoir by a girl who'd been kidnapped at the age of 11, held in a backyard shed for almost 10 years. Her teeth were in good shape, Linda said, considering. She says she scraped her teeth every night with her fingernails. Then he finally gave her a toothbrush. Jesus, John said, what seemed like the right response, but Linda was already back to her book, bobbing peacefully. When the jets turned off, John waited over in silence to turn them on again. Sam was the first of the kids to arrive, driving up from Milpitas in the certified pre-owned sedan he had purchased the summer before. He had called multiple times before buying the car to weigh the pros and cons, the mileage on this used model versus leasing a newer one, and how soon Audis needed servicing. And it amazed John that Linda had time for this, their 30-year-old son's car frettings. But she always took his calls, going into the other room and leaving John wherever he was, alone with whatever he was doing. Lately, John had started watching a television show about 2 older women living together, one uptight, the other a free spirit. The good thing was that there seemed to be an infinite number of episodes, an endless accounting of their mild travails in an unnamed beach town. Time didn't seem to apply to these women, as if they were already dead, though he supposed the show was meant to take place in Santa Barbara. Chloe arrived next, down from Sacramento, and she had driven, she said, at least half an hour with the gaslight on, maybe longer. She was doing an internship, unpaid, naturally. They still covered her rent. She was the youngest. Where'd you fill up? I didn't yet, she said. I'll do it later. You should have stopped, John said. It's dangerous to drive on empty, and your front tire is almost flat, he went on. But Chloe wasn't listening. She was already on her knees in the gravel driveway, clutching tight to the dog. Oh, my little honey, she said, her glasses fogged up, holding Zero to her chest. Little dear. Zero.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?